my beauties, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ariana from Ariana's Beauty Zone. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button. So I'm at Panera Bread, and yeah, because I need to get me some lunch. So my mom is in here, y'all. She don't want to be on camera, but just when y'all see me talking to someone next to me, I ain't crazy, okay? So did you want something?
Yeah, just tell them it's 2 separate orders.
Okay.
You go ahead.
Okay. All right. I'm ready for my order.
All right, what can I get for you?
So for the first order, if you could get me a Chipotle chicken avocado melt, just a half sandwich.
Okay.
And that's it for the first order.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all.
I'll take the toast Italiano.
Okay. I got some things to talk about, y'all, especially about Diddy. He has 80 new lawsuits against him on top of the 120 that he already had. He got 200 lawsuits, y'all. 200. Whew. And his attorney had the nerve to try and complain, talking about asking the law to quit letting folks submit law or put lawsuits out against him, because it's too many of them, and it's not giving him a chance to build a case on the other on the other DA that he's going against at this time. It's like, don't be mad. He's been doing this a long time, so it's gonna be a whole bunch of lawsuits. It's like, you gotta consider who you're representing here, which is pretty much the devil himself. And y'all saw the list of names in the last vlog when I was talking about it. I didn't see the names just yet, as far as like the alleged names, if you will. However, I seen it after, and I was like, oh shoot. Beyonce, Jay-Z, Leonardo DiCaprio, they talking Will Smith, they talking Justin Bieber, which Justin, I think with him, I think he was just groomed, if I'm being honest. Like, Okay, thank you. Okay, that's yours. Thank you. You too. I think Justin was groomed, if anything. I don't want to say that he was trying to be involved with some of the things that Diddy was involved in. But yeah, and I'm like, ooh, I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I'm not really surprised about Jay-Z and Beyonce, if I'm being honest. I mean, like when I was in high school, right, allegedly. When I was in high school, Beyonce was my girl. I mean, it was just like diva queen to me, right? Well, at least one of them. The first diva queen I knew of was my mama. But
Thanks, I think.
yes, of course. However, Beyonce though, celebrities, as far as celebrity status, I'm like, Beyonce is that girl. However, I ain't gonna lie, there are certain things that Jaguar Wright has said about her, and she did come with receipts, if you will. However, the way she broke everything down, as far as, because like, she's always said that Beyonce is allegedly ain't trying to get sued, is allegedly lying about her age. She's older than what she says she is, and I did do my research on that, because Gabrielle Union kind of gave it away when she said that her and Beyonce went to school together, and high school together, and Gabrielle Union is like, what, 50 or 49? What is she?
She's 50.
Yeah, 50. But see, on the internet, or at least the birth year that Beyonce has given to the public, which is 1984, it appears that she's quote unquote only 40. And even that doesn't make sense. That's a 10-year difference right there. So if it's a 10-year difference, then that means that her and Gabrielle couldn't have went to high school together. But Gabrielle says that they did. So that, I'm like, this is somebody lying.
She's 51.
Okay, so Gabrielle is 51. So that's an 11-year difference, actually. So if Gabrielle Union said her and Beyonce went to school together and they're supposedly 11 years apart, that doesn't make sense. Now, does it? So, so I'm like, oh yeah. Either somebody got held back or somebody lied, and I don't think either one of them got held back. So it's like, nah. And y'all can look that up. Y'all can look up where Gabrielle Union says that her and Beyonce went to high school together. So hearing that Beyonce was allegedly part of the, I mean, there are pictures of them together, so can't say that they were allegedly in Diddy's parties, because there's pictures out. But as far as her being involved with what he was doing, and I don't want to just put this all on Beyonce, you know, so I don't want y'all over here saying, here y'all go only attacking the black woman. That ain't what this is. Because quite frankly, I ain't surprised about Jay-Z either. There's been some rumors about Jay-Z for years now, so still, like, I'm not really surprised about either one of them.
Well, Jaguar Wright has said that part of the reason why she knows a lot of this stuff is because before she got into the actual music industry, she was a sex worker. She said it herself.
She did say that.
So
She said that.
Everything that I'm about to say to you is not my firsthand knowledge. It is my firsthand witness account experience. I was a sex worker. I was a dominatrix before I got my record deal. That's how I know how the dark world and the sex world and the entertainment world run hand in hand. That's why the movie Blink Twice is so important. Salute to Zoe Kravitz. The sex workers that I have worked with throughout the years and continue to work with even to this day have worn hidden cameras. I have my own tapes. I've seen what they do. The ritualistic behaviors, the drugging, putting girls in the suitcases.
So she that's why she knows a lot of secrets about some of these big celebrities. And then of course when she got into the music industry, she was still being used partially as a sex worker.
That's right, because she also said that she was a what they call it, a dominatrix. That's how you say it. Yeah. She said that she did say that's what she did, and I was like, oh, that explains it. Yes. So hold on, y'all. I'm gonna finish the rest. Hold on, I need to get gas. It's hot, and I got this turtleneck. I mean, it's chilly outside, but it's hot in here. So hold on, let me get gas real quick. All right, y'all, I'm back. And there was this, y'all. It's so disappointing to hear that Will Smith was a part of that too. It's like, and the reason why mostly it's disappointing is because there is this clip that I saw of Will Smith touching on Alfonso Ribeiro, the one that played Carlton on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Y'all, I'ma just let y'all. Yeah.
He groped him.
Yeah, I'ma just let y'all look at it.
Yo, am I the only one that saw this? Watch Will. Titty grab. Then he grabs his ass. Will is molesting Carlton on television. Titty grab again, then the face, and now he's gonna grab his titty again, then the dick. Me too. Me too. What are you doing? Get some of that money, Carlton. Sue his ass. How long has he been putting up with that?
Y'all saw that, right? Like, really? It was just like, ugh. And here's the thing too, and some, at least from folks from my generation may say he was just playing, because you know how anything goes nowadays, apparently.
He's from Generation X. And that's from my generation. We didn't play that.
And that's what I was just about to say. Seeing someone from Generation X doing that, a generation that did not play that mess, doing something like that, oh yeah, something, a little sugar in his tank. Allegedly, but I mean the clip, y'all saw the clip. He might not have came out, but You know what? You know, I like to say his closet has a glass door. Okay, it's like we saw that, bro. I saw that the other day. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? And heck, and it also made me think of what Deion Cole said in his stand-up called it was Charlene's Boy, his Charlene's Boy stand-up. And when he said that, he was talking about how you know, how Gen Z, you know, is so open about being gay or being bisexual, and he even said, please be patient with us as we're being patient with you, because he said he was raised in a time where
Generation X.
Yeah, Generation X.
Generation Gen.
Yeah, where there was no, like, heck no, you better not even say the word cake. He said that his uncle, when he was only 9 years old, told him he better not ever catch him eating Twinkies, letting all that cream melt in his mouth. Right, he said letting all that melt in. You better not ever catch him eating Twinkies. He said, if there's something in my hair, you better not even reach to try and get it out of my hair. I don't care if it's a bird in my hair. Don't you do that. And there was another thing he said.
His uncle must have been from the baby boomer generation.
Yeah, and he's even said that his uncle told him, and when you spraying cologne, I better not ever see you spray it in the air and then walk in it. No, he said that's what girls do. You spray it directly on your clothes.
That's funny.
Like
That's about right.
So things like that. Seeing someone from that same generation, Will Smith, groping and touching on another man
And
like
Alfonso
that.
didn't like it.
He didn't like it. Like he
You
was
could
trying
tell
to.
he was trying to.
Save face or
Yeah.
try to, you know, keep the mood light, if you will, keep the peace. But you could tell he was very uncomfortable by that. Yeah. So I'm like, he comes from Generation X where coming out of what? Like there was no such thing as coming out back then. They didn't play that. So yeah, it's like, yeah, maybe there is a little sugar in his tank. You know, the rumors that's been going around about him for a little bit, maybe there's something to that. At this point, it's not even a maybe after seeing that clip. And it's disappointing. It's so, because it's like, it's Will Smith. Like, you know, bad boy.
Well, I think it wouldn't be as disappointing to people if it was something that he was a little bit more transparent about, you know, years ago.
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
true.
I mean, even though back then, because they're all part of our generation, Generation X. Even though, I mean, he's a few years older than myself, but he's still on the cusp of the Generation X. Even though that wasn't really as okay back then to be as honest or open about it, he still has had plenty of time within the last, let's say, 10 to 15 years to come out with it, because it's okay now for people who are like that to come out and be open about it.
Yeah.
Society has been more accepting of it now. Now, that doesn't mean that, you know, everybody would be accepting of it, but generally speaking, society as a whole has accepted that, you know, if you will. So
Even jobs now.
yeah, so he could have, maybe if he would have been more transparent and open about it within the last 10 to 15 years, then maybe it wouldn't be as much of a shock now that that clip is being circulated around of him, you know, trying to kiss his son all in the mouth forcefully, and that's not alleged, that's right there on
Did I see that clip? I'm gonna find it.
Yeah.
When I find it, y'all, I'm gonna put it in here.
yeah.
Since there's a what you would call it, there's a distance in terms of affection showing between the general and his son.
Absolutely.
Is it like that at home or no?
Nah,
Nah,
not really.
we're
Not
very
really.
affectionate.
He tried to
Have you
kiss
ever-
me.
We're very affectionate.
He tried to kiss me in
Have
this
you ever
press
kissed your
conference.
son on Thai television before?
You're allowed. They can kiss
Can
my
you kiss your
son.
Thai
Jaden.
on Thai
I
television?
can
Don't
kiss
do
my
that shit.
son.
Don't do that shit.
Jaden, come
Don't
on.
do- Ah!
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Oh my god, this is ridiculous.
Dude, come on.
You know I love him, Ellen. I love him.
I mean,
No, you know, it's
And then him during that interview that he and Alfonso Rivero were trying to do, and you know he was trying to, you know, touch or fondle on Alfonso, and then he ultimately groped him, you know, making him obviously feel very uncomfortable. And it's crazy because it's a double standard there, because if Alfonso had been a woman and Will Smith was doing that to him, that would be classified as sexual harassment. I mean, it is classified as that altogether, but you know, because it was another man and because they knew each other and, you know, were acting together, I guess Alfonso just kind of let it go. You know, I don't know, but yeah, it's just more shocking now, because it's like, really, Will?
Yeah.
You know, if you're like this, why didn't you just come out with it 10, 15 years ago? Just say you're bisexual, or what's the other one that they're using? Sexually fluid and all this other alphabet and Greek letter crap that they
That's
keep coming up with.
That's why we call them the alphabet community. But yeah.
Because his son has definitely come out.
Yeah, and,
You know,
and that's the
and said
thing.
he's bisexual or whatever he said he is.
Yeah, that's why I don't understand why there's a such thing as being in the closet anymore. As far as like, you know, societal reasons, and like you said, people are more accepting of it nowadays
As a society.
as a society. So it's like, it's not like the whole world is going to condemn you for that. I mean, are there going to be certain people still like trying to judge and things? Yeah. However, it's like, listen, you're not going to, a job isn't going to fire you or not hire you just because you're gay. Anyway, it's not like that anymore. It's not going to impact your livelihood like it used to back in the day. Like, that's why sometimes I'm like, you're in the closet. Tech, that's what, and it's sometimes it's so obvious, because it's like I said, your closet has a glass door. We know.
We can see you.
Right. Like, we know, son. We know. But this little thing here. Oh, y'all look at this. Y'all know my appetite. Look at this little. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this here. I should have got a whole sandwich, but yeah, it's all crazy. Who else they saying is on the list? Jennifer
Jake.
Lopez. Yeah.
Yeah. They're saying that it's being speculated that Ben Affleck, possibly one of the reasons why he distanced himself from her is because he might have already had previous knowledge that some stuff was getting ready to hit the fan as it pertains to this. And it's allegedly, that's what's being speculated and passed around. But who knows? We don't really know. Jennifer Lopez changes husbands like she changes her underwear, so
She does.
and that's just the truth. So who knows when it comes to that. What's his name? Ben Affleck. I don't know. It's like every time I would see a picture or a video of them, he just always looked like he was over her. I'm like, why does he always look like that whenever somebody catches them out somewhere, or he's just always, and then you can kind of tell her that she's trying to like get him like to smile a little bit when she knows the camera is on them. But the fact that she even would have to do that, it's like, that guy really acts like he's like totally over her. Like, like he's rethinking, like, why did I get back with her? And I don't mean to make light of it, but that's the way he looked every time. Like before they got divorced or separated this time, he just always looked like, what the heck was I thinking getting back with her? That's the look that would be on his face.
Yeah.
Even when he would fake smile for the camera, it just didn't seem genuine. Like, Ben Affleck used to smile all the time. Jeez Louise.
Just what the F did you do? Jennifer.
I mean, really? My gosh.
Yeah.
Now, I know he's had some struggles, some personal struggles over the years from what I read, like with alcohol and things like that. But honestly, I was quite surprised when I found out that she ended up back with him after she broke things off with A-Rod. Now, her and A-Rod, I wasn't surprised that they broke up because both of them, Jennifer Lopez comes off as very narcissistic to me. At least that's kind of like when I've listened to her in interviews and watched her, and it's just certain things that she says, I'm just like, well, she's very self-absorbed. But A-Rod is too. So I wasn't surprised.
Two self-absorbed people get to, like two narcissists.
Yeah.
Narcissists can't stand each other, y'all, because narcissist likes everything to be about them. So when they're with another person
That's
who
very
wants everything,
self-absorbed.
yeah, it's like
that's not going to work.
Mm-mm.
But also too, I just get the impression that J-Lo is very narcissistic too, because she gets into these relationships and you could tell she definitely calls the shots in those relationships, but she always ends up breaking them off after like a long period of time. It's like, lady, the common denominator is you. So something is going on with you. Something is wrong.
Just like Tia Mowry did to Corey Hardrick, which
Oh.
I'm sure she's regretting now.
Don't even get me started on that chick. Let me tell you something. She got more problems than a few, and she is 3 kinds of precious. And who knew? But then when you go back and look at old videos or interviews and things like that, you do start to like notice. You know what? I never noticed that before. Now you're starting to see that, and it's like, wow, she's been this way.
Yeah. Like certain clips, I know you told me too that certain clips of their reality show have been popping up on your YouTube feed.
Yeah. And I have actually watched a few of the episodes of their old reality show. And
Yeah.
she is very selfish, and her own twin sister has said it. Tamara told her, you are very selfish. I know you to be selfish. Those are her exact words. I know you to be selfish. She doesn't even have a close relationship with her brothers. It's like, I'm sorry, am I talking too much?
No, you're just giving me time to eat.
Look, I'm not even on camera, but I've got everything. I wasn't going to say anything, but you know.
Yeah, she said, I'm not going to say nothing.
Sure did. And excuse my voice is hoarse. I've been trying to get my voice back for 2 months now. It's taking its precious time. Tia Mowry Hardrick, how do you say her last name? Hardrick. You know, the joke is on her. You know, and she let those little ditzy dingbat friends of hers, because there was a clip on her current reality show where she's sitting at a restaurant at the table talking to her friends. One of them being Essence Atkins, the actress Essence Atkins.
Essence Atkins.
But she's sitting there talking to her friends about the whole divorce or why she chose to leave her marriage. And you know, the one chick that was sitting across from, I've never cared for her as an actress anyway. I don't know her name, but I've seen her in different things over the years. And I feel like, to me, she was just trying to get more camera time, if you ask me my opinion about it. But
It wasn't Drew Sidora, was it?
no, it wasn't Drew Sidora.
Okay.
I'm not a huge fan of hers either, no offense, but I don't know, she's odd to me. No, she has an odd persona. Let me rephrase that. She gives off an odd persona. But anyway, I really think that Tia really thought that she was going to end her marriage, and she thought all these guys were going to be, especially celebrity guys, were going to be, you know, sliding into her DMs and, you know, trying to get at her. And it's like, girl, no. First of all, although you are very attractive as far as looks go, you give off a very strange and weird vibe and persona. Like, you're weird.
And it's crazy because all these years nobody noticed, because you know
Yeah.
she was everybody's favorite twin.
Yeah. It's like, in real life, you're kind of weird. And I'm not saying anything's wrong with that. Don't get me wrong. There's a lid for every pot. So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying anything is wrong with being weird or different. What I'm saying is she gives off that type of vibe of, okay, she's a little cray cray or cuckoo or little.
Some may say precious.
Yeah, and I think maybe it's kind of a turnoff to certain types of guys. At least certain types of guys, it seems like she's looking for. And I read a comment on a post where somebody said it seems like she's just going through her midlife crisis, and because she realized that she never really dated or had the opportunity to date multiple guys before she got married, it's like now she's all of a sudden having this midlife crisis where she wants to go out there and see what it's like and see what's out there so that way she can say she did it. And it's like, honey, there's nothing out here.
Like, or you had a good man.
Now, Corey might not have been perfect, and you know, I'm sure he's got his ways about him because he is a man. Okay, and I don't care how fine a man is, I don't care how good he is, he's got his flaws. Just like women, we have our flaws. But at the end of the day, that man was and still is about his family.
That part.
And that includes you big ding dong. You gave up on a marriage that you claimed that you had not been happy in for several years. But the question is, why weren't you happy? See, that's what we're not talking about. And that's what we haven't heard you say. Well, why weren't you happy in your marriage for the last several years? He never cheated. He never disrespected you. He never put his hands on you. He loved on you. He loved you, and he loved his children. And he himself has always professed that his family is his whole life. So why weren't you happy? All I've heard her say is that she just felt like she needed to find herself, and she just needed to see what was out there, and she just wanted to be her authentic self, and she just felt like she didn't know how to do that, or she couldn't be her authentic self within the marriage. It's like, girl, boo, bye, what?
But then turned around and said, she had a successful marriage, and she looks at the divorce as a graduation.
Can you believe, honey? Let me tell you something. That is a degree and a diploma that I don't want.
Okay. It's like, if you had a successful marriage, why did you divorce
so,
him in the first place?
For her to, she sounded so silly when she made that whole analogy. I look at marriage as a curriculum, and you know, you go through the curriculum and you da-da-da-da-da, and then you graduate. You hear how dumb you sound.
Are going our separate ways. They go, oh no, oh, that's sad. But you actually see this as
a celebration.
A celebration.
I really do. I look at it as, one of my friends, she sent this beautiful letter to me from a woman who got a divorce. And it's all about, you know, this perspective, in my opinion, and just changing the narrative. You know, my marriage was a success.
Yeah.
I look at it as like a curriculum when you're in college or high school, right? You're learning, you're growing, you're evolving, you're creating. And I was able to create with Corey some beautiful, amazing children. And at the end of that curriculum, and at the end, there's a graduation, there's a celebration. So that's basically, you know, how I'm looking at it now. And I feel like people look at, when they look at marriage, that success equals longevity. But no, at the end of the day, it's, are they happy? Are they thriving? Are they growing? And I feel like that is what is most important. It's not about staying in something because however long you are in that situation, that equals success. It's about really, again, are you happy? Because life is really short.
Yeah.
It's like a blank.
I mean,
Make.
You know, I'm looking at you like you stupid. You were the only one at that graduation. In your head.
How does that make you feel?
It's like,
and now she's regretting it, though.
Yeah, and for those of us, your dad and I have been married for 25 years. Been together for 28 years. I've been with your father since I was 20 years old. Okay? 20. Now, basically, I've been with your dad my entire adult life. I mean, I know once you're 18, you're considered an adult, but from 20 on up, I've been with your dad. Right?
Yep.
Now, there's nothing we have not experienced in our history together. Nothing. Good, bad, ugly, indifferent, all of it. You understand? Hey, and I can keep it real. I can think of 2 or 3 occasions over those 28 years that I was going to be like, you know what? I can't say what I want to say. I'm going to keep it PG-13 on here. You know what? Ninja. There's been a few times, but that's what relationships are and marriages is about. You're going to go through those difficult times. You're going to have challenging times. You're going to have times where you're going to look at that person like, you know what?
I don't think I like you right now.
I don't like you today. You might not say it to their face, but that's what you're feeling for that day.
Yep.
Or he working my last nerve. But at the same time, to sit up here and end a marriage that was seemingly a decent marriage, just because you feel like you didn't get a chance to date anybody. Are you kidding me?
Girl, it ain't. Girl,
grow up.
Especially in this day and age, Tia, let me tell you something. It ain't all that.
Yeah, take it from the younger single women.
It ain't all
never
that.
been married. Lady, are you serious?
And you had you a good man.
A good man, a good black man. Let's be clear. Those are hard to come by these days. You understand what I'm saying? He admittedly, he said he never cheated, never stepped out. He never abused you, never physically abused you. He loved you. He loved his children. He loved his family. You didn't have to wonder where your husband was. You didn't have to wake up at 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, like some of these wives have experienced. The stories I've heard, wonder where their husband is. You didn't have to experience that, Tia, but you wanted to find your authentic self. No, your selfish, narcissistic self. How about that?
Made it all about her. Me, my. Woe is me.
And it's like you could have found yourself within your marriage if you would have took the time to do it.
And that's what a lot of people are trying to figure out. Well, not that, but I just thought of something. Because, she tried to say, because, throwing shade, talk about, when you're the breadwinner in the marriage. And,
oh, my gosh.
And it's like, well, if you wanted him to get some bread and get some acting roles, how come you didn't use your stardom and your clout
get more acting roles?
To help him get more acting roles?
See, here's the thing. What we don't know, what we don't realize, is that actually Corey has been consistently working. He just wasn't getting the big, huge... starring roles, like that. But he's always been consistently working. Now, if I recall correctly, I do remember him saying that there was times where he did turn down some roles because he didn't want roles that was going to take him away from his babies, from his family too long. So there were roles that he passed up.
Look, girl,
because his family is his life. He said, you went into the relationship and marriage knowing that you had more money than him.
Yeah, because she saw him at the bus stop.
That's what she said. So you went into it knowing that.
Yep.
So to sit here years later and say, and when you're the breadwinner, blah, 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 blah. Guess what, lady? There's a lot of wives out there, regular wives who are not in show business, but they're just regular, everyday working wives. Guess what? It's a lot of us out here that make a higher income than our husbands. But that does not make our husbands any less of a man. If the man is working and he's doing his best to provide for his family and to help work with you to provide for the family and take care of his family, what are you talking about?
Because the way she made it seem like he was just sitting on his arse, A-R-S-E, all the time, And it's like that. So you say he was actually getting acting roles, but they just weren't big starring roles.
Yeah.
And that just makes it even more selfish right there, because she made it seem like he was just being lazy.
She had never dated, and she just wanted to get out there and and explore. And to her unpleasant surprise,
Now she gonna cry.
she sees that the pickings are slim.
Over here crying.
And now she's crying like, oh, because all she's going to do anyway is any man that she starts to date, or if she has that, all she's going to do is compare them to her experience with Corey. All you're going to do is compare them to Corey in the first place. And you have already gone out, I think she said, on a couple of dates or a few dates already. And she's like, oh my God. You know, she's nitpicking them apart. The only thing that she knew, which was Corey. And you see that you actually had it pretty good. Let your little friends talk you right out of not ever having a chance again with that man.
Okay.
And you're really going to be sorry and sad and playing woe is me if and or when that man really moves on with another woman.
Because these women have been getting at, they've been throwing themselves at Corey, okay? Because Corey is not an ugly man. Let's be clear.
He's very handsome.
Okay?
He's very handsome.
Like, and he's a celebrity, a big celebrity now.
And guess what? He is a family man. And what do you think a lot of good women out there want? Single women out there want? They want a good man who's a family man, who loves to actually be home, you know, more often outside of work with his wife and children, and be a protector and be a provider. He just may end up taking her back if she ever goes crawling back to him. Who knows? But I will say, he doesn't come to her senses. By the time she finally decides to, it's probably going to be too late.
I wouldn't be surprised. And it better not be, she better not get on the internet talk about, I thought you loved me. How can you just move on? And, you know, it better not be none of that. Okay?
Her saying the intro of her reality show, you know, I had this idea to have, you know, for my kids to, it's just so hard. I just wanted my kids to have a 2-parent household. And it's just so hard now because, you know, they're going from one house. She was saying something about going from one house. It's like, it's your fault that they don't have a 2-parent household no more, lady. Oh, you are a walking hypocrite. a walking contradiction. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I know, maybe I'm being a little too harsh on her, but somebody got to tell her.
You know, there's this clip where they were doing an interview, and Corey was saying, you know, like, marriages work, you know, marriage ain't perfect. When she was about to talk, he kind of looked at her, and people was trying to say, oh, you see, that's that Ike Turner look at this. Then it's like, no, the thing is, Tia Moore talks too dang on much.
You don't know if it's genuine. You don't know if it's real. You know, at least I know Tia got my back, you know, to the grave. So I know she's with me, and she knows I'm with her. And that's just, you know, everything's not perfect. You know, marriage is work.
And that's
marriage is work. I'm
is.
not here. Let me finish.
Go ahead, sorry.
I'm not gonna be here like, you know, everything is wrong. You have to work hard, you know, to stay married, you know, and stay.
Yeah, she does.
You know, and it's no hate. It's just I've noticed how her and Tamara both like to dominate a conversation. They like to do the most talking, especially Tia.
Well, yeah, I was going to say Tia more so than Tamara.
Yeah, Tamara, she's a little bit more reserved, however. I think between the both of them, like seeing their reality show, they both like to talk. But Tia the most. She does the most talking because, you know. And he just kind of looked at her like I'm not finished. But because you could tell it was a conversation between those two, like, you need to let me finish my sentence, or like let me talk, because and people were saying that he was like, see, now I see why the marriage did. When you saw that Ike Turner look he gave her, and blah blah blah.
No,
and it's like
I never took it as an Ike Turner look. I just took it as him
just being annoyed.
Well, he was just annoyed and frustrated because she's probably always doing that to him.
Yeah,
cutting him off and, you know, or trying to overtalk him.
If she looked at him like that, then there would have been no speculation like, oh, is she abusing him, or is there something like, you know? They probably would be like, oh, what did Corey do? You know, putting it all on the man. But y'all, I'm about to go in here real quick, so I'll be right back.
And now they building the Valvoline right there on the Myers parking lot.
That's what I say, like, Kroger is like a freaking one-stop shop now. I know they been at the gas station, but I know you better get off my tail, heifer. I'm back, y'all. I'm on my way to Family Dollar now. Sorry, my voice cracked. My voice is still trying to recover. It's still trying to come back, y'all. It doesn't feel, yeah, like it doesn't feel like it's still trying to come back. However, some people have said to me like, I can tell your voice is still trying to come back. I'm like, well, shoot, the show don't feel like it. Because I told y'all my freaking, and everybody in the house got sick.
Now it's been like, what, 3 months ago now?
No, that was only a month ago. I got sick in September, early September.
Okay, no, mine was before then. You got sick before I did.
Yeah. But it was early September. I remember that because I remember too because I have pictures that have the date on it because it was right after we took my precious niece and her precious granddaughter to Sheetz gas station, and it was right after that. In the pictures,
that was in August.
That was September. That was like early September. I'll show you the dates.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It was just last month.
It's been longer than that.
Probably because we're glad that we feel better now, so we're taking it all in, maybe.
I just want my voice to come back.
Yeah. Getting sick from a baby or a toddler is no joke, y'all. I tell you what, that girl messed around and gave me laryngitis. My voice was like, ooh. Honestly, I think it was a sign too that I needed to rest. Because I'm always busy doing something, whether it's around the house or if I'm out working or running errands, just doing something. So
just about to want to sit in the bathroom. I feel like walking. In the mood.
I feel you. Sometimes, y'all, I don't be feeling like walking around these big old grocery stores like Meijer and Kroger, but they got what I need and or want. Oh, baby, got what I need. But you say I'm just a friend.
You know me. I'm getting there.
You gonna start buying stuff you don't need? No, I get it. Yeah. That's why I try to be good on just buying what's on my list. And then I see some clothes that I like, and I'm like, hold on. And it's not, and plus too, what makes it so even more tempted is that it's not a bad price. Because this Family Dollar we talk about. It's just like a cute top. It's a nice price. It's like, hold on. I can do it. I got it.
But when I'm looking for it, it might be cheaper in here. What do you think, Stephanie? What would Queenie do? Oh, that's me.
Yeah, y'all, we have special names that are niece and granddaughter. Called like my auntie name is Cookie. I have her call me either Aunt Cookie or just Cookie. And my mother, she's Queenie. She don't want to be called Grandma. She doesn't look like a grandma.
No, I don't. No.
And I know y'all probably thinking like, what does this lady look like? We hear her, but what does she look like? Y'all will probably see her. I mean, she's on my TikTok page and everything, but as far as her actually,
I am.
Yeah, when I posted you for Mother's Day.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and y'all probably want her on camera right now in my vlogs and things. Look, if she wants to be on camera,
I'll do it next time. I look a mess today.
Just being honest.
I look a mess today, honey. I've been up and at 'em since 8:30 this morning. Right? No, 7:30. But we left the house at 8:30. Your dad and I.
Yeah,
so
I woke
have
up
been
early.
going all day, so I'm tired. I'm trying to see who this is. I want to make sure it ain't none of my coworkers. We both belted. Fix it, Jesus. Okay, can you do me a favor? Need you to put your cosmetology hat on.
I knew he was gonna ask me to brush your hair.
In the back, yep.
Okay. But I was gonna say, whenever she feels like being on camera, y'all, I'll put her on camera.
I probably will, just not today.
Just not today. Just
I
not
look a
this
mess
time.
today. I want this lady thinking I'm looking at her.
And what put the cherry on top is if I lean over and look at her.
Black ladies are looking at me.
Right. Take the time to say, y'all, cherish your mother. Cherish both of your parents, however. Cherish your mother. She is the one who went through hours and hours of labor.
Don't get me started.
To push your big old head out.
Don't get me started. Hello?
All right, y'all. My mom and I are back from inside the store here. Hungry.
I'm gonna go home.
Me too. All right, now, so we are on our way home now. We've been out in these streets. Oh my goodness.
Fix it, Jesus.
All right, y'all. So that concludes this vlog. I hope you all enjoyed watching it, as I did enjoy filming it. My brother's in the back helping me with the bags. That's the other voice y'all hear. So please like, share, and subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. Y'all can go visit our website at arianabeautyzone.glossgenius.com. That's where you can also book an appointment with me. And I hope you guys enjoyed my special guest.
Invisible guest.
Invisible guest. Which is
all right, y'all.
All right, bye, y'all.
Peace out.
If everything is dipped in gold, then baby it will never grow.